Hi, I'm B. Allen, aka podcast host, aka comedian, and informer of things you may or may not know. I'm a heathen, and sometimes say things you may or may not agree with. I don't care.
Hi, I'm J. Jamal, minister, comedian, and podcast host. The opinions of this podcast are for entertainment only. Please pray for the pod, and may God help us all.
It's a free country, and this pod costs you nothing for now. Keep listening, and soon you'll be paying for this ridiculousness. Until then, don't cancel us, and enjoy the scheduled program. Welcome everybody to the Church Parking Lot Podcast, where it is and it ain't what you think. This is episode 143 of the CPLP.
Yeah.
A podcast between a minister and a heathen.
Yeah.
Sometimes comedic, sometimes controversial, but all the time conversational.
Yeah.
Make sure you check us out on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those things, and our website, churchparkinglotpodcast.com, and our sole sponsors from the Soul SpiceShipOrganics.com for all your homemade household. We make it the spice blends in the house, all right? Sometimes you get tired of explaining things to people, man. They keep asking questions, man. This is what it is, man. Damn, I make spices at home and I sell them.
I just gotta let you know.
Yeah, man. And shopnewclothes.com for all your podcast apparel. This gentleman here is garnishing a green hoodie. It's been washed several times over, so don't pay attention to the graphic fade. If you're smart, you know, you don't have to wash it every time you wear it. Probably what he does. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But let me introduce ourselves, man. I am B. Allen, sitting alongside my co-host.
I'm J. Jamal, man. What's happening, everybody?
Hey, man, we're going to get this one started like we always do with our favorite segment entitled For Why?
Why for?
J. Jamal, you got it this week, man. What's happening?
Oh, man.
What we do?
What? So, how do you feel about technology in the world right now?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. I want more. I want more.
I like it. I love it. Yeah. I want some more of it.
Whatever they're hiding, I want it all. Because if you haven't noticed, they hide technology.
They do.
And then they give it to us.
They do.
You know, like this artificial intelligence, they say, and then they say it's been here for 50 years.
Yeah.
Where?
Right.
Why didn't you give it to me?
Like the internet was out during World War I.
That's what I'm saying. It really was. It really was. It's been here, you know. Give it to us now. Let us teleport now.
Hey, if you could teleport, you would never be late to work. Well, no, I take that back. I take that back.
Black people would still be late to work if they could teleport.
And still go get something to eat before they come to work.
With the quickness. My bad, it was a long line. A long line.
I got it there as soon as I could.
I tried to skip the line, but they saw me disappear, you know. Yeah, it was problems.
They blocked my teleport.
Problems. But yeah, man, I like technology, man.
Do you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
For the most part.
How do you feel about, like, you know, technology, you know, taking jobs?
To a certain extent, I like it.
Okay.
Because I feel like, you know, some jobs are really that easy. Like, man, you shouldn't be making a living off of peeling potatoes, you know.
Peeling potatoes?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Get a real job. You know what I'm saying? Certain jobs, robots need to take over. Like, the machines need to do it because we need to do more meaningful things.
Okay. I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So get off the fryer.
Right.
Put the hamburger down.
Right.
Go plant a tree or something. Right? Do something meaningful.
Plant a tree?
Yeah, man. You're filling up medium-sized cartridges full of French fries. What are you doing?
Yeah. And you're not even filling it up all the way.
And no, you're not. And you're eating 3. Yeah, no, man. Get out of here, yo.
So what happens when, technology malfunctions?
See, no, that's where the other part comes in.
Yeah.
You need a human to fix it.
Yeah.
Or
Or
you get a robot that fixes the robots. I'm 10 steps ahead of y'all.
So does the robot talk to the other robot like we would talk to the robot?
I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. But now the robots that I invented would all speak Ebonics.
Oh my
All of them.
god.
But it would be like in like robot form.
Yeah.
What's up? What it do? Yeah, most definitely.
Handshake be all robotic. Give me some
that. Yeah, man. My robot would he'd be from the hood. Definitely.
Well, I'm glad you said that your robot would be from the hood.
Okay.
Because I think this robot was from the hood.
Oh, what robot are we talking about?
Oh man. Tesla.
Tesla?
Tesla
Is definitely not from the hood.
No, it's not. But this robot they got from the South Side. I don't know where they got this robot from. Tesla is if you've been living underneath a rock or a tree,
Yeah.
or a cat, this company has been making electronic cars for years.
Probably like 100.
Yeah. For us, it's only been like 10.
Yeah.
But they've actually been electric cars out for like 175 years.
Thanks. Kennedy was shot in a Tesla. Don't let them tell you nothing different. Because look, if you go and look at the video of Kennedy being shot, I swear on everything I love, the driver won't driving. Hands off the steering wheel. I'm sorry. Is it too soon?
It's like that Men in Black movie where they have the guy that just pops up out of the seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got shot. The dude just like, oh shoot, here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this robot here at Tesla apparently has some issues with the person he was working with.
Okay.
There's a story of a Tesla engineer who was working on some other robots in the chain, in the line assembly.
Okay.
It was 3 robots total that needed to be repaired.
Okay.
Apparently, somebody forgot to turn off one of them.
Turn it off?
Turn it off.
Okay.
To prepare it to be repaired.
Got you.
Well, apparently, this robot, since it wasn't turned off, thought it was still working and attacked the engineer.
Wait a minute. Wait. Why? All right. Hold on. Because you're going too fast.
Okay, I'm sorry. You got to slow down.
Yeah, it's your electronic brakes. Going way too fast. The robot attacked the repairman because he was still on.
Uh-huh.
But my problem with that statement is, what was this robot's job? If he's attacking a man when he's on. You know what I'm saying?
The robot's job was to take moving car parts, off of the assembly line or to the assembly line. Basically, he had claws.
Okay.
And his job was to do this.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of repairmen.
Definitely speaking of repairmen.
Sorry about that.
Oh, man. It was...
Brief intermission.
Yeah, brief intermission. Sorry about that. So the job of the robot was to...
Oh, he was moving parts. I was explaining
parts
to the people that were listening in audio, he was showing you the robot basically pick up, put down. Pick up, put down.
Yes, I pick things up and I put them down.
That's what I do. Very fast.
It's very fast.
Very efficiently.
Yes. But apparently this robot mistook this engineer to be a car part.
Oh, boy.
However, it doesn't sound like he was, just picking things up and moving things down, because this engineer has lacerations on his back
Ooh.
and his arm,
Ooh.
and a open cut wound on his left hand.
Ooh. Fight back.
Yeah.
Fight back, man. God. What does the robot have? Let's talk about that. Does he have a fried motherboard? I would have been giving that robot work. He would have had to get something, man.
Hey.
What do you do when a robot is attacking you?
Apparently you curl up. That's what this engineer did. He was pinned the engineer in a corner and clawed his back and arm.
See, it be stories like this that when they come out, I call my parents and be like, you know, all this advice y'all be giving me is null and void. It doesn't matter.
Why?
Have you ever been attacked by a robot? Huh? And no, I'm not talking about a sci-fi film. This is like real life.
It's real life.
This is happening. You did not prepare me for this. So don't tell me how to spend my money. Okay. Yeah.
Facts, man. Facts. And apparently this robot had a hold on this engineer.
Yeah, hold on.
And the robot released the man after the emergency stop button was pushed.
Man.
Okay? Hold on.
Is the button on the robot?
I'm thinking the button is on the robot because these are 3 different individual robots.
But only one is clawing up my man.
Only one is clawing up the engineer.
So the other 2 are like standing guard?
No, the other 2 are off.
Oh, they're off.
They turned the 2 off.
You think they off?
And you think so?
Think they off?
Yeah.
on the inside, they are on.
Yeah.
And they are watching. I'm like, go, get him, R2D3. Get him. Most definitely.
Yeah, man.
They're on.
Yeah, he had him pinned down, and then when he was released by another employee pushing the emergency stop button, the engineer then tumbled down a chute.
How did he get to the chute?
I'm guessing this is where the car parts go.
Oh my word.
So I'm hoping that there were no leftover car parts down at the bottom of this chute. Because you not only just got beat up by the robot, but now he actually puts you in a dumpster.
Yeah. He put you in the trash.
Like, this robot is a bully.
Tesla 1, humans 0.
Facts, man.
Yo.
Facts, man. He tumbled down the chute, man. And now this is what gets me.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand people who get hurt at work and feel it's necessary for you to come right back to work.
Dog. Hurt or sick.
Hurt or sick.
Or let me not even put this on people, but it's unfortunate. Let me put this one out there. Death in the family.
Absolutely.
Listen, I know they only give you 3 or 4 days.
Right.
If you need 34, take it. I ain't got time to be coming to work and sitting there watching you curled up, balled up in the corner, crying. I'm not going to help you, ma'am. We have to get this done. Sir, this stuff got to come off this truck. Bruh, I know he was a good man. Yeah, can you hand me that? Yeah, I'm sure she was a great mom. Yeah. You gonna answer that call? You know what I'm saying? We got stuff to do, man. Take all the time you need, bro. Don't come back. At least wait till the ghost stop hunting you.
Yeah.
You know
Not the ghost.
Yeah, you come back to work with Casper.
Now everybody fighting off stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. My man took no time off from work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's dedication.
That is definitely dedication.
That's dedication.
But I'm with you, bro. These robots, he gonna have to get some work.
Yeah.
He gonna have to catch his work because he's not gonna sit here and beat me up in front of his homies.
Dog.
Like, this is a 1-on-1 fight, and they just standing back, you know, like you said, standing guard. No, he got this. No. Let him get this work. Let him get this work.
Now, can you imagine going home after getting whooped by the robots Yo, I'm going straight to the breaker. I'm shutting everything off. Ain't nothing got power.
Nothing.
All tablets,
No
all
Wi-Fi?
around. Ain't no video games. Put the controllers down. Kumbaya. Light up a candle. Do y'all know what happened to me today? Huh? I ain't even driving to work. I'm gonna get my skateboard. Yeah, no more robots. Nothing with a computer in it, man. Nothing.
What about your phone?
What phone? I've been tossed that. Been through that away. Nah, man. Yo, yeah, you're right. Technology, maybe it's getting a little ahead of itself.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. If the robot can't recognize that it's killing a human, yeah, I mean, it's a glitch.
Is it?
It's a little, you know, what they call them kinks.
A little kink.
There's a little kink we gotta work out, that's all. And this robot's kink just happens to be human flesh.
Right.
We gotta work that out.
Hey, I bet you when the plant shut down, the robots are all high-fiving each other. Yeah, you see how he did that? Go get him, L2, R2.
It sounds like a bunch of metal pans banging around.
Right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tesla, man. I would never forsaken you or take you for granted.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I would never also, I haven't ridden in a Tesla.
I haven't either.
I'm scared.
I haven't either. And after this, I'm not.
I'm scared. You know what? I'm not scared to ride in a Tesla. I'm scared to ride in a Tesla when somebody puts on autopilot.
Yes.
If you're going to ride, no, I need your hand on the steering wheel, bro.
Yeah.
I need your foot on that pedal.
I don't even need you to use cruise control.
No, none of that. None of that.
Matter of fact, let me drive.
Yeah, don't even use the voice commands. None of that. Don't even use the signals.
Turn the radio off.
Put your arm out the window. Let the people know you're trying to change lanes. Don't mess with that computer.
Hey,
Don't mess with that computer.
Hey, but the other thing is, if he came right back to work, can you imagine him walking past that robot? If I was that robot and I just whooped you, I'm definitely gonna turn around and just look at you.
Oh yeah, I'm taunting you.
I'm just gonna be like,
Plenty more where that came from.
Plenty more. Well, man, that just begs the question, man. For why?
Why for you got beat up by nuts and bolts, man?
By nuts and bolts.
Just nuts and bolts and a couple of gears. You know what I'm saying? And a little motherboard.
That's it.
That's it, man. But look, man, speaking of getting beat up, speaking of getting whooped on. Man, perhaps if you have been tussling with your robots, if you have been underneath machinery,
You had to be.
you know what I'm saying? If you have been lost in the rubble in a landfill somewhere underneath a whole bunch of old robot parts, then you would have seen the podcast heard around the world.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Katt Williams went on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast.
Yeah.
And what people would call lay down the hammer.
Yeah. It's a little bit. Put it all out there.
Yeah, he told them about themselves.
Yeah. Set you straight.
Yeah, he set some things straight.
Yeah.
You know, I watched the podcast in its entirety. It's a little under 3 hours.
Yeah.
It was a lot, but once you really get into it, you lose track of time.
You do.
Because it's like he doesn't repeat anything.
No.
This is straight 3 hours of just
going off.
Yes. And it's all brand new, like information. Like there's some things that we knew, but there's things that he gave examples of and just made things more concrete.
Yeah.
But he basically cooked every living comedian, black comedian especially, that we know of today. They were all mentioned during this interview.
Yes. And there are a couple he said that he would actually go to war over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there were just a couple.
Just a couple.
Everybody else, They got them robot claws.
Yeah, they got them claws coming, man. But look, man, we're gonna focus on the some of the more, I don't know, man, truthful speak pieces. Speak, is that the word? Is it a speak piece? It is tonight. The truthful speak pieces.
Yes.
That Mr. Katt Williams brought up, man. And one of them, the biggest one, maybe not the biggest takeaway, but one of the bigger highlights for me from the whole thing was the Cedric the Entertainer bit.
Ooh.
Because
not Sadie.
Oh,
not
man.
Sadie said.
Cedric the Entertainer, man. Katt Williams went in on Cedric basically because of the fact that there was a big, there was a rumor that went around that Cedric the Entertainer had stolen Katt Williams' joke.
Yes.
Cedric the Entertainer had went on this same podcast before Katt Williams.
Yes.
And explained that he did not steal anything.
Now, mind you, this was a problem a few years ago.
Yeah.
Cedric actually in 2021 took to social media to explain that he did not steal Katt Williams' joke.
Right.
Continue, sir.
And when he did this, I'm assuming he didn't know that there were archives available all across the internet. Because once people get to searching,
everything's going to pop up.
Everything pops up.
Yes, sir.
And there it is. Lo and behold, Katt Williams on Comic View.
Yeah.
At the end of his set.
Yep.
He hops on that bar stool.
Yep.
And he does this whole, 72 or 64 Impala.
Yeah, 60. Yeah.
Whatever it is, he does this whole bit. And during Kings of Comedy, which come out years later.
Yeah.
Cedric the Entertainer, near the end of his bit.
Yeah.
He did a joke where he basically did the same sit in the bar stool, doing the thing with the car.
Yeah.
The only thing he changed was it wasn't a car, it was a spaceship.
It was a spaceship, yeah. White people going to space, we coming too.
So, honestly, comedic genius on the part of Cedric the Entertainer.
Facts.
The joke was great.
The joke was great.
The everything about it was great. The only thing he stole basically was Katt Williams' whole mannerisms and the execution of the whole car thing.
Yeah.
Did he steal it? Yes. There's not a question. This is not a coinky dink.
You think he stole it?
He bit it. He ate.
Yeah, he did eat.
The whole plate, man.
Yeah, he did.
From everything. From the cigarette hanging out the lip to leaning back in the seat and bouncing. And I had never seen anyone do it once I saw Cedric the Entertainer do it.
Right.
But then, when all this is resurfaced and Katt was like, nah, I did that on Comic View in 98.
1996.
Was it 96?
96.
And you go back and see it and I'll be damn, it's there.
It's right there.
It's there. And Katt Williams even said that Cedric the Entertainer actually saw him perform this.
Yes.
And told him how good it was.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't know how good it was. It was real good.
Yeah.
So good that I'm going to put your joke on autopilot.
Autopilot.
No, watch me ride this Tesla. I'm going to make it a spaceship, baby.
Yes, sir.
That's what he did, man.
Sir.
That's what he did, man.
But the crazy part about that is that once they start, like you said, once you start searching things, there's all kinds of stuff starts popping up.
Oh, yeah.
So here recently, there was a joke that everybody was sharing that Cedric did called Bominicious.
Yeah, the Bominicious joint.
Yeah.
I remember watching his stand-up.
Yeah.
His stand-up was, the stand-up on Netflix that comes from, it was pretty good.
It was.
It wasn't like one of the greatest stand-ups I've ever watched, but it was pretty good.
It was.
I wouldn't not recommend it to people.
Right.
If somebody asked me, is it funny? Yeah, it's funny. Go ahead and watch it. But yeah, the Bominicious joke was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It wasn't his.
That's what I didn't know. That's crazy.
It wasn't his.
But the fact that he stole it from a TV show that nobody watches.
Yeah.
What is it called? Designing Women or something?
Women.
What the hell is that?
Yo, that used to be the show because that guy that guy that did that joke, he was a comedian as well.
Okay.
And he is hilarious. in that whole show.
Like
He's the comedy relief of that whole show, and he plays this metrosexual male, and he is surrounded by 3 white women, and he's having to kind of school them on color and stuff like that. Culture, and he basically schools this lady by telling her about bombing dishes.
Wow.
And lo and behold, 20 years later, 30 years later rather, because said stand-up came out.
That show is that old?
Yes.
Yo, we got to go through Said's catalog now.
Facts.
To see how many of these medieval jokes you've been stealing.
Yeah.
Come on, 30 years?
30 years ago.
That's clever. That's clever, man.
But one comedian also said that stealing jokes is a part of the business.
Oh, absolutely.
Stealing jokes is a part of business, and you making them your own. If you could take a joke and make it better, and this comedian actually said, if there's a comedian who's dead and you take his joke, he ain't gonna use it no more. So is it stealing?
That's fast. Hey man, in the words of the great Sean Carter, you made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it in that sense.
Right.
It was artistic the way he did it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't know, but the Bombinicious one was straight damn near verbatim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was.
He did that one like, they ain't gonna know.
Right.
The Katt Williams one, he actually creatively, ingeniously reformed that joke.
Right.
And honestly, made it better.
It
was a better joke the way he did it.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
It's really hard to say that because the joke wouldn't be there without
Katt Williams.
Yeah, the blueprint.
Yeah.
So you had that, man. He went in on, who else did he go in on, man?
You know who he went in on?
The
Steve Harvey.
Oh God, man, that made me sad. It really did.
What?
Because all my life I wanted that hairline. I thought it was real. I didn't have enough women in my life to tell me that it was a man unit.
I don't think anybody knew it was a man unit. Except for the people that was close to him.
But now that you go back and you think about it and you look at it.
His hairline never moved. Because when you have a good hairline and you go to, even if you go to the same barber for years, there will be a time where your barber will maybe push one edge back too far, or one of the angles is off, or your beard on either side don't match up, and that's just
your barbers are trash, bro.
Yo, I'm not saying
that's why you bald now.
Oh my God!
I get it. No, we on the same field. That's why I got locks, cause same problem, bro. Same problem, man.
I had one bad experience with my barber who was dating my aunt at the time, and that was like when I decided I'm gonna learn how to cut hair.
And I already know what the experience was. That man cut your hair, and then he did one of these. He kept looking at it like 30 times from the front.
Yeah.
Cocked his head like a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you sitting in the seat. You all right? You look good? You look good? Yeah. I'm just making sure it's symmetrical.
Yeah.
Yeah, he messed you up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, bro. I've been there, man.
He did.
So yeah, when he said that about Steve, man, that kind of hurt. That kind of hurt because I wanted that hairline all my life.
Yeah, wanted the hairline. And then the whole thing, the beef with Bernie. That
see,
was
but that felt like it came from a real place, man.
That did too. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are mistaking Katt Williams, like his style of conversation.
Right.
Like a lot of the things he was saying were like blatant truths.
Right.
And a lot of the things he was saying were blatant lies.
And jokes.
But they were all crafted in truth.
Yes.
Nothing he said was like so egregiously over the top. It was like, man, I can't believe that.
Right.
Even down to the Ludacris one. Let me explain this one.
Okay.
Where he said that him and Ludacris were in the Illuminati meeting and you know they had to decide which one was going to be whatever.
Right.
I guarantee you that's not what he meant.
Right.
All he's saying was me and Luda were probably in a room.
Right.
For the same role.
Right.
And they were like, all right, which one of y'all is going to do whatever?
Right.
And Luda was like, well, I'll do it. And Katt was like, well, I can't do that. So they gave him the role. But he crafted it into this whole, like, it's a joke, man.
Yeah, it really
But it's
is.
still serious because he's basically saying, man, these niggas will do anything.
Right. That's facts.
And I'm standing on business.
You're standing on
business. What's that, 3 episodes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been standing on business. Episode 140, I believe.
And I think that's what people don't understand about Katt Williams is that his comedy is basically a conversation of him having with the crowd.
Yeah.
And he's telling jokes in between him actually telling serious stuff.
Yeah, serious stuff. And that's my favorite kind of comedy.
Yes.
And that's why Katt has so much respect for Dave Chappelle. They both have like the same kind of style.
And Bernie.
Yeah, facts. Man.
Yeah.
That's my favorite style of comedy, yo. I do enjoy, like, you know, hey, here's a joke.
Right.
I do like that too.
Right.
But I also like the, hey, this is going on in my life and this happened.
Right.
Bam, here's a joke. This is going on. Bam, here's a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As I'm explaining what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, I just prefer that style more.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to say, like you said, Katt wasn't he I would like to say that when he started embellishing stuff,
yeah.
That was the point where you had to realize, oh, he's actually telling a joke.
Yeah.
And then when he got to the point to where stuff started sounding too real to be true, that's when he was telling the truth.
He was telling the truth.
You know what I'm saying? But one thing I could tell I love about Katt Williams is when he does an interview, he will never fully answer a question.
Oh, no.
You will never be able to back Katt Williams up in a corner. He will answer your question with another question in the form of a statement and a joke.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, he's a beast with it, man.
He is,
he's
man.
He's a beast with it.
Now, I will say that a lot of people are going in on Katt Williams about him saying when he was 6, he read 3,000 books in 1 year.
Look, man, you know what, though? But I don't put that. Some people really like reading.
They do.
And if you listen to him, Katt is really educated.
He's really smart.
He's eloquent, and he comes across as a put together individual.
Yeah.
Like, now, I know that when you ingest certain things, you know, it kind of alters your chemicals.
Right.
It may imbalance you. You know, now we have seen Katt Williams teeter-tottering here and there.
I mean, he's never taken any hard drugs.
Never seen no hard drugs.
He's never taken any hard drugs.
Just the soft drugs.
It's just the soft drugs.
I like my pills mushy. Yeah, just the soft drugs.
Yeah, put it in a teaspoon with some water and give it to me.
Heat it up. That's not hard, is it? But yeah, never taking no hard drugs.
Yeah.
You know, and to an extent, I believe him. I don't know what he was on in those times that we've seen him be unfortunate.
Right.
Like the one time he was playing soccer with little kids, and the next minute he was in a headlock. I don't know what happened there. And the other time when he was on stage with somebody and it was doing a concert, and then he was slithering on the floor on all fours.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's been arrested 1,900 times.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there either, man.
No convictions, though.
No convictions. No arrests.
Convictions.
Where the charges at?
Where the charges
Where the charges at? That's Illuminati trying to take him out, man. I believe him to a certain extent that, you know, they really do be watching him.
Yeah.
Because Katt Williams speaks a lot of, like, truths.
Right.
And he does it in, like you said, in a funny way. Just like, you know, Bob Marley used to do it in the song.
That is true.
You know what I mean? Katt Williams does it through comedy.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So, and I think a lot of people can't handle that, man. Yeah. They can't. They can't. And they haven't been able to handle it for years. Right. So, a lot of those comedy, they just didn't mess with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, nah, he's out of here.
Yeah, he's way hardcore, you know, always talking about the Illuminati and stuff that he sees. So, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's tough. But I think a lot of people have to learn how to look at him in the right perspective. When Katt Williams talks, you have to learn what's a joke, what's not a joke. what's serious, what not serious, and
Yeah.
what's embellished and what's not embellished. So yeah. Now, one thing I did believe, and like you said, you go back and watch it. He says a lot of stuff that makes you think. Is that you go from hanging with Mr. Cooper. Why you laughing already, man? What's wrong with you? You go.
Because he was absolutely right, and I didn't even think about that because I watched those shows as a little boy growing up.
Right, and you never put the two together, but they were again.
Like you said, hanging from Mr. Cooper to what was it?
The Steve Harvey Show. Yeah. And you go from, but it was years apart.
Mm-hmm.
It was years apart. So, you got Mark Curry who's doing these great shows and stuff like that never get picked up by network, real network television.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Steve Harvey who all of a sudden burst on the scene and has this great hairline and, wearing these suits. And he's not a principal, but he's a teacher.
Yeah.
So same thing.
Same difference, man.
You got Living Single and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's those type of things that happen.
It's all about checks and balances.
That was that line right there.
Great words of Katt Williams. Checks and balances, man.
That's it, man.
That's all good. If you come up here and you say something, I gotta check it.
I gotta check it.
I gotta check it, man. That's what I'm doing, man. That's what I'm doing, man.
I gotta check it, man.
But look, man, speaking of checking, man, check your kids, man.
Check your kids.
Have they been to the mall lately?
Please, man. Please.
When the last time you been to the mall? Or do you remember going to the mall as a kid or as a teenager? Like I'm talking about the years where like drop me off at the mall years.
Oh,
did
man.
they ever do that with you?
Man, I've never been dropped off at the mall by myself. So whenever I said I was going to meet some friends at the mall, all of a sudden my mom would say, "Oh, okay, well I gotta go too."
Smart mom. Smart mom.
So once I figured that out, I stopped using that.
Yeah.
And so I just waited until I got my license, which is why I made sure that at 15, I was taking my doggone driver's ed class. So that way, by the time I turn 16, I can get my license and I can drive myself to the mall. Because my mom would always have me, she wouldn't drop me off at another part of the mall and then go to the store she was going to.
Oh, you coming into Victoria's Secret with me?
There was this store at Cherryvale Mall in Rockford, Illinois. Cherryvale Mall is still there, but it's, on the downslope as every mall in America.
Yeah.
But there was this store.
They sell Tesla robots.
They used to. It was the little mini ones.
Okay.
There was this store called Bergner's that she loved.
Called what?
Bergner's.
Spell that.
Bergners.
Bergner's.
Bergner's.
It sounds like we shouldn't be there. Definitely sounds like we should not ever shop there.
Hey, listen. If you was from the Midwest, you knew what Bergner's was.
Bergner's.
Bergner's, man.
Bergner's.
Yeah.
It just sounds
Why you say it like that?
It sounds disgusting. Hey, where you get that shirt?
Bergner's. Yes.
Ugh.
No.
Sorry.
Bergner's was basically Macy's.
Okay. You see how that rolls off the tongue?
Oh my God.
Say that again.
Bergner's.
No.
Macy's.
You see that?
Sounds sexy.
Yeah. Bergner's. Where you get this damn ring from? Bergner's. So cotton candy 25-cent wedding ring.
It was the early 90s,
Okay,
man.
all right. Bergner's,
Early 90s. So she would drop me off at the mall, man. And, back in those times, the mall was popping.
Yeah.
The mall was a place to be because you had the arcade in the mall. You had all the different stores. This is when tennis shoes started to become, jumping, jerseys, sagging, hats, and all of that stuff. So the mall was a place to be. It was always kids in the mall, man. But I could never get away from my mom until I started driving.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, we used to not necessarily get dropped off at the mall, but the mall that we used to frequent was connected to a movie theater. And we're not connected to. I'm sorry, you had to walk across the parking lot. But the movie theater was off in the corner past the parking lot. So
usually was the same way.
We would get dropped off at the movie theater to watch a movie or whatever, but then we, frequent the mall.
Right.
Or, back and forth or whatever.
Right.
So that's kind of how ours was, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But I bring that up, man, because down in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
It's always Florida where something's going awry.
Where Katt Williams was when he was 13.
Reading books. 3,000 of them.
3,000 at a time.
A day. What you talking about, man? What do you say? He ran a 4.3 last night.
Ran a 4.3. He could probably run a 4.1 if he really tried.
That's why I'm like, yo, how can you not know that's a joke, man? Come on, bro.
And he kept saying he was, 5'6"?
This man is drinking liquor, talking about he running a 4.4. No, you're not. Doing stand-up. No, you're not.
After we just saw Kevin Hart, who is the same size as you, pull a whole abdominal muscle from trying to race an NFL player. You're telling me after drinking a very smooth bourbon, you could get on the track and run a 4.3?
It's a joke.
Thank you.
But back to the mall, man. There's a mall in Miami, man. This just happened. This is trending on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all over, because the mall was shut down.
Okay.
And surrounded by law enforcement.
Oh, boy.
Okay. And according to law enforcement, they said they shut the mall down because there were teenagers running around with sticks.
What?
Sticks.
Sticks?
There's no other description or explanation other than sticks. Teens running around with sticks. Now, if you
Sounds
were
like a good time. I'm sorry.
If you were a head of the police department, and you got a call about teenagers running around the mall with sticks, how many, if any, police officers or squad cars would you deploy?
1.
Okay.
The robot. I'm sending the robot in.
The Tesla robot?
The Tesla robot. He gonna go over there and pick all of them up. I know your mama. Set them down outside.
That's great. That's great. Well, look, man. Well, it didn't happen that way.
Okay. Damn.
How many squad cars do you think came to take care of these teenagers with sticks? Unquote, unquote.
I mean, you might send, maybe 3 squad cars with two officers.
There were at least 60 to 70 squad cars.
No, it wasn't.
Surrounding the mall.
No. For sticks?
Not only that, the power was shut off.
That doggone robot.
Not only that.
Okay.
The traffic lights and the surrounding street lights around the perimeter, about, I think they said 0.1 miles, 0.2 miles, a couple blocks.
Yeah.
All shut off.
By the police?
Also, there was a chopper in the air. They had a chopper looking down.
Get to the chopper now.
Do you need all that for teenagers with sticks?
I mean, if there's like 200 of them.
Sticks? What are we doing?
We got batons.
How many Teslas can you build with sticks? This is a job interview? Going wrong. Look, man, according to eyewitnesses, there has not been any footage released or footage seen. But according to eyewitnesses, there were no teenagers with sticks. However, there were 7 to 10 foot alien-like beings running around the mall. And I believe them. I really do.
Wait, what? How we go from teenagers to, E.T.?
Hey, you gotta know when the joke is a joke. What we say it was teens. Yeah, we was joking. We didn't want y'all to know the truth.
Right. That's probably what it was,
man. No,
with sticks.
No, sticks. Yo, there's footage. And I'm gonna pin it to the YouTube video. There's footage of these vehicles, these squad cars arriving to the mall. Yo, they are so deep. I've never seen this type of police presence for anything. I mean, the arrival of the president does not get the amount of squad cars that were at this mall for teenagers.
Not at all.
Sticks.
Not at all.
It doesn't add up.
Bruh.
It does not add up.
But teenagers with sticks, and you got basically 2 to 3 whole precincts at this mall. I'm going to rob another store.
How can your mind be on robbing a store when there are Tesla robots running around the mall with sticks?
Because did you see what happened to John? John was thrown down a chute.
That's true. That's true.
I'm not going in there with them.
Yo.
These sticks are actually laser beams.
Man, dude, all I want is the truth, man. Just tell us what's going on.
You cannot handle the truth.
2024 just started.
Yes.
Like yesterday. And we've already lost some of our comedic greats. They just lost them.
Disappeared.
Rest in peace, Cedric the Entertainer. Rest in peace, Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Rest in peace of Ricky Smiley.
Yes.
Make sure you bury him in a dress.
It's in my contract.
It's in his contract. That's another thing, yo. How could you not know that's a joke?
That has to be a joke.
It's a joke.
Bruh, there's nobody in their right mind of a part of any business that's going to put in their contract that says, if I work with this one specific person, then they have to be in a dress playing a lady next to me.
It's a joke, man. If y'all know
what was his next movie?
Was it First Sunday? Was he in a dress? You're damn right he was. But yo, if you can't see that that's a joke, man, I don't know, man. People just need to check themselves.
Absolutely, man.
It really do.
Absolutely.
It really do, man. But look, man, speaking of just not knowing what's coming, man. Speaking of just things just hitting you out the blue.
Just out the blue.
Out of nowhere.
Coming out the air.
Man, you've been to court, right? Statute of limitations?
Yes.
You've been to court. But, you know, you've been to court, and I'm sure you've also been to court for support. Bars.
Yes, bars.
So, in your court travels, what is the craziest thing that you've seen? Or have you ever seen anything crazy like out of place?
So, the craziest thing that I've seen is seeing one person go up to, to the judge, and they've done this, this crime that was just like, or not even a crime. Let's just say this person had been, drunk driving. This is their 3rd strike.
Right.
And the judge was like, we're going to give you community service.
Right.
And then the next person that goes up before the judge, this is their first time, and they get jail time.
Right.
10 days in jail, locked away.
You're trying to figure out why.
Trying to figure out why.
Yeah.
And, the person is, of course, anybody's going to be like, oh, shoot, well, if he went before me, I'm getting off easy.
Yeah.
No, you go up there and you get 10 days.
You get 10 years. For jaywalking? What we doing, Judge?
On a Sunday?
I was going to church.
Right.
It was across the church parking lot.
Across the church parking lot.
Come on, man.
That's all I was doing, man.
They were shooting the podcast, and I walked past them, and I got arrested.
I got arrested because the aliens with the sticks was on the other side of the street.
Well, look, man, I've been to court a few times, mostly just traffic stuff. Yeah. I don't really remember anything crazy ever happening.
Okay.
My court briefings and proceedings have been pretty normal.
Okay. All right.
So let's hope and pray they stay that way. Hopefully.
Please.
But if you haven't seen, or you haven't been aware of the viral opportunities and moments that have been happening, man,
or been running through the mall with sticks,
man, this judge, I know this judge wish she had her stick with her. There's a there's a viral video going on where this judge is basically about to hand this brother a sentence.
Yeah.
And when I say brother, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
And when I say judge, you know what I mean. This is a female judge.
And Caucasus of Mountain.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought I covered that when I said you know what I mean.
You did. I just wanted to clear it up for the people that didn't know it was a joke.
That's a good one, Katt. That's a good one, man. So, man. So the judge, she lays down the law, she's beginning to lay down the law.
Yeah.
By saying, she listens to all the charges and the things he's accused of, and she basically says, with the buildup of everything that you've ever done in the life of court, this has got a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
So then she goes on to proceed to about to read him the sentence.
Yes.
And this brother already knows what's about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
So he shouts out a couple of expletives.
Yeah.
And then he lines up at the line of scrimmage.
What does he? Here he comes.
He sees the quarterback.
Blue 42.
Blue 42.
31's the mic.
Hey, yo. She starts calling off his sentence. And in the middle of her calling off his sentence,
said, "Hut."
This man clears the whatever they had him behind.
Clears the line.
And then he goes and he clears the bench. I'm talking like he dives. Like he looked like Peter Pan. I don't know if y'all remember Troy Polamalu.
Oh, man.
He looked like Troy Polamalu flying over the center.
Yes.
Like someone had to hold him from a string. That's how he looked. Like this was a production.
Yes.
He flew over the bench.
And not just a regular bench. We're talking about the high portion judge bench.
Yes, the bench that you have to look up to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He flew over this bench.
He got flewed out.
Flew over the bench.
Yeah.
Tackled the judge.
Yes.
I'm talking like Ray Lewis.
Yes.
Like Super Bowl after the murder.
Yeah.
This was serious, man. Cleared the bench.
That's a joke if y'all don't understand.
Is it? Oh, my bad. But yeah, he cleared the bench. Like his feet are still in the air. Tackles this white judge.
Yes.
On the ground.
Yes.
He's like got her in a chokehold.
Something.
He's got her in something, man.
Yeah.
And they're like beating him off for her.
Yes.
They're trying to beat him off for her. But there's a few things that's wrong with this video.
Okay.
Did you notice anything wrong?
I noticed a lot wrong with this video.
I'll start with you, man.
Okay.
What did you notice wrong in this video?
The first thing that I noticed that was wrong, and I'm going to start from the outside.
So you were outsider looking in.
The outside looking in. Okay. Is that there was an actual officer who ran up to the bench while the man is already, has the judge in his grasp.
Yeah.
And he is standing on the outside of the bench looking over the bench and not helping at all. He has his hand out, but he's not doing anything.
You gotta turn me on. You gotta turn me on. Okay. This Tesla has been turned off.
I'm in need of repairs.
Yeah, I need repairs. I don't even know what to do. Yeah, I do remember that though, man. He was sitting there chilling. He's waiting on the call.
He was.
Yeah.
He was, man. That was one thing I noticed. The other thing that I noticed, man, is that they really could not get him away from her.
or they could not get her away from him.
One or the other, yo.
Like, I don't know which one it was, but it was like they got him up, but he started stomping.
Yo, he had a Tesla robot like grip on this woman.
He did.
And was not letting go
At all.
What I noticed was while this judge was seemingly getting pummeled, right? You can't really tell because the pulpit is basically blocking her. Okay.
The pulpit.
I mean, same thing.
Call it what it is.
Call it what it is. It's blocking the view, so you can't tell. But from the screams and the noise, you know, you can tell.
Yeah,
she getting jacked up.
She getting this work.
There's a man that's standing there. I'm not sure if it's the same man in question, but he looked like he had punched this man so much that he got tired. Yeah. And he took a break. And you could just see all the mental anguish on his face. Like, he was so mad. He was so mad that he couldn't get this brother off the
It was like, this robot will not stop.
Won't stop. And then, like, he just started, like, punching it out of frustration.
It wasn't even regular punches. He was just like, ah!
Yeah, yo, he was just, like, just slamming. Kind of like if your TV won't working in the 80s and you run up and just start smacking it. That's what he was doing. Like, yo, this is a man. It's not a robot. It was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad, man. I
man.
feel sorry for her, but I feel sorry for the guy, too. Cause
I do. Yeah, he's gone.
he is, yeah.
He's out. That was his funeral right there.
That was it.
I hope he knows.
That was it.
They might as well have started, queued up, how I go, how do I...
Say goodbye.
Yes.
To
Say
what?
goodbye.
To what we had. Oh God, man.
Yeah, man. Well, man, speaking of jumping over benches, man, and jumping period, man, college football is, it's coming to an end right now. You know,
oh man,
the national championship is actually being played as we pod. Hopefully Michigan pulls that out. Go Big Blue. Shout out to Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, college football is going to be a little different next year.
It is.
It's going to be a little different next year.
It is.
We have two stories. One a little current and one for the future. All right. The one currently, there's a college football player. I'm not sure of his name right now. Do you know his name? The one with the apparel.
Oh, he's playing right now.
Yeah, he's playing right now.
Milroe. He's the quarterback for Washington University.
Okay, the Huskies. Okay. So Mr.
Yes.
Milroe has he's selling some apparel, right?
He has his own clothing line.
Got his own clothing line. What's it called?
It's called Lank.
Okay, Big Lank. That's what
Lank.
they nicknamed my son. They call him Lank. Big Lank.
This one is spelled L-A-N-K.
Yeah.
L-A-N-K.
Okay,
So that's his clothing line.
What does L-A-N-K stand for? What does it stand for?
Stands for let a naysayer know.
A naysayer.
A naysayer. Let a naysayer know.
So, number one, I don't believe you. Number two, they introduced this brand during I think it was college football.
College game day
Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, they had Pat McAfee up there.
Yeah.
You already know he's a whole fool.
Yeah.
So, they were explaining the Lank apparel.
Yeah.
Let a naysayer know.
You let a naysayer know.
Pat McAfee interjected and say, I did not know that's what that stood for. Definitely thought that N stood for something else.
Yes.
And you know what? I think he's right. I highly doubt. We're talking about naysayers.
Yes.
I think we're talking about N-words.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think for, the public, And
Yeah.
seeing as though this is going to be a clothing line,
Yeah.
you definitely cannot have a clothing line with the N-word in it.
Yeah, you can't, man. But everybody knows that saying. Everybody says it. I just said it last night, man. Let nigga know. Man, so let nigga know what you're gonna do. Let nigga know. I don't see anything wrong with that.
That's it, man.
I actually think that link can probably cross over.
Yeah, it could definitely be another text message acronym,
Absolutely.
like IDK. You know, it definitely could cross over to being a lot of different things.
Yo, and if you say it fast enough, you can even be white and say it. You just gotta say it fast. Let nigga know. Let nigga know. You see how that comes across? It's just so fluent, man. You could be Chinese. Let nigga know. You could be Australian. Well, I didn't know. Anything. It works, man. It works. I get it. I love it. Let nigga know. It's not naysayer. We all know it's not naysayer.
Hey, man. Hey, man, for college game day, it's got to be naysayer.
Yeah, okay. For college game day.
Yeah,
but you know what? I got one they can't escape.
Okay, what's that?
They can't escape this one.
Yeah,
Right?
this next one.
They can't escape this one, man. College game day, college football. Y'all got something coming for you, man.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I dare any of you announcers
Yeah.
to say this name.
Okay. So there's a linebacker
Yeah.
coming out of Lawrenceburg High School, and he's gonna be visiting West Virginia on January 14th.
Okay. Congratulations, young sir.
Congratulations, man. Because if you're already visiting colleges like West Virginia,
Yeah.
you're gonna get on.
Yeah.
Maybe not at West Virginia, but
Pause that, but okay.
he's D1.
Yeah.
Pause that too.
Yeah.
He's gonna get on to a D1 school. Automatic. We already know that, right? So, you care to know this young man's name? I think you'll like his first name a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's his first name?
First name's Noah.
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
All right.
Noah's Ark.
Yeah. I think that's what he was named after.
Okay. All
I
right.
think so. Now the problem comes in with his last name.
Okay. Is it hard to say?
It's not hard to say.
Okay.
It's hard to say on TV. It's hard to say on TV.
By who?
Really, anybody? It's hard to say for anybody unless you're on HBO.
Okay.
HBO. Let me spell it for you.
Okay.
First name Noah.
All right, Noah.
Last name.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna spell it.
Okay.
KNIGGA. No typo. KNIGGA.
So I can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you love me, baby. You need a thug in your life. Busters ain't loving you right.
Yo.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I haven't seen the breakdown, but I really hope and pray that it's pronounced Keniga. That's the one. I hope it's pronounced Keniga.
I'm hoping it's pronounced Kaniga.
Kaniga. I like that.
Kaniga.
I like
then there's a sort that I has to be sounded different.
It does.
It has to be sounded different.
But here's the thing.
What if the K is silent?
That's what I'm saying. In the English language, you got knife.
Yeah.
You got knight.
Yeah.
What else is a K in? There's got to be another one somewhere. But those are the big ones.
Those are the ones.
So when you see KN together as an Englishman,
yeah,
you know, you silence that K.
You gotta silence that K.
You get it out of here.
It definitely, especially KN. That K does not exist.
Doesn't, man. So his Noah nigga.
Hey,
his name is Noah nigga. At the end of the day, let nigga know Noah nigga. Because if you know a nigga, you gotta let a nigga know, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. If you know a nigga, you gotta let a nigga know.
Hey, yo, they gotta team up.
They do.
They gotta team up.
Man, they gotta team up.
They gotta team up and become.
But here's the kicker.
What's the kicker?
he should be a kicker. Because Noah nigga is WHITE. He's as white as they come.
Yes.
Pause that. But how you gonna be lame nigga as a white man? That's even more different, man. That is Dave Chappelle's skit come to life.
Come all the way to life.
That's wild.
The blind Klansman.
Oh man. I don't know how we gonna handle this one, Noah.
I don't know, though.
You might be the first college football player with only your first name.
Only your first. That's it.
That's it.
They will only call you by your first name.
Noah K.
Noah K.
Noah K.
That's it.
That's it, man.
That's all you get.
No, that's different. That's different. Yeah, man. So, yeah, announcers are definitely gonna catch hell next season.
Hey,
we wish y'all luck. 2024 is in full effect. If you haven't been watching, strap yourselves in.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, we want to thank y'all for coming out to the Church Parking Lot Podcast, where it is
and it ain't
what you think. This is the episode 143.
Yeah,
let nigga know. You know it, nigga, let nigga know. That's all we saying, man. Make sure you go by all of our social media pages, man. We are on YouTube, man. Church Parking Lot Podcast. Yeah. I'm your boy, Jay Jamal, joined by my boy,
B. Allen.
Hey, we'll see y'all next week. That was so